welcome to Behind the Ballet. I'm Elizabeth Kaye, and it is my great pleasure to tell you about American Ballet Theater's production of Giselle, one of ballet's most enchanting and exquisite works. In the ballet Gautier created, Giselle is a young peasant woman who loves to dance. She adores Albrecht, a nobleman who is entranced by Giselle's loveliness and is wooing her by masquerading as a peasant, a deception prompted by the fact that in those days a man could not court a woman who was not of his class. Now the ballerina cast as Giselle cannot simply dance the role. She has to act it too. In the first act, which takes place on a sun-filled autumn afternoon, her task is to portray Giselle's initial shyness of Albrecht, which melts away as he charms her and is replaced by sheer joy. They dance together, but suddenly she falters, and we see that she is afflicted with a weak heart. At the end of Act 1, Giselle discovers that Albrecht has deceived and betrayed her, that he is a nobleman, and worse, a nobleman who is betrothed to a noble woman. Her weak heart is shattered, she goes mad and dies. Giselle's mad scene is a tour de force, a desperate, chaotic descent into shock and unbearable grief. Act 2 takes place in the dead of night, in a moonless forest where Giselle has been buried. When Albrecht slowly approaches her grave, we see he's no longer the willful boy of Act 1 who cared not at all about the consequences of his deception. Now, having caused Giselle's demise, he's sorrowful, chastened, and ashamed. Giselle, ethereal and lovely, emerges from her grave. Gradually, Albrecht makes the astonishing discovery that she is there in the forest with him. But soon he is captured by the supernatural willies, those vengeful creatures who died of heartbreak after being abandoned by feckless men at the wedding altar. They wear white because they've been buried in their wedding gowns. You've heard the phrase, "It gives me the willies." Well, these are the willies. Each night between midnight and dawn, led by the queen of the willies, they rise from their graves and roam the forest, searching out men and forcing them to dance until they die of exhaustion. The queen of the willies holds up a branch like a queen holding up a scepter. It's a branch of rosemary, the herb of remembrance. It's her way of telling the willies, remember how men have treated you and killed them. Now that Albrecht is in their vicious clutches, Giselle seeks to spare him from deadly exhaustion by dancing with him and for him, keeping him alive until the dawn, when the willies will lose their power. When Albrecht dances with her, he partners her so lovingly, with such dignity and beauty, that they become united in a way that is nothing short of spiritual. Their lovely pas de deux signifies that love prevails over everything and cannot be cast asunder, not even by death. Albrecht dances until he is nearly exhausted and close to death, but Giselle keeps him going until the bells of dawn chime. With the coming of dawn, the willies recede. Giselle has saved Albrecht and forgiven him, even though his betrayal caused her death. In saving him, she has also saved herself from becoming one of the vicious willies, and she returns to her grave to rest eternally in peace. Now Albrecht is alone in the forest. The dancer portraying him must rely on his artistry here, for he does not dance. He simply walks toward the audience, and as he does, he conveys his awed understanding that Giselle has bestowed upon him an act of grace, for grace is an unearned gift, and Albrecht knows he does not deserve to be saved. Since Giselle's premiere nearly 200 years ago, this ballet has exerted a singular power over audiences who know what it is to be the forgiver and the forgiven, the betrayer and the betrayed. In this way, audiences see themselves in both Albrecht and Giselle, who together represent the inescapable duality that is human experience. In that sense, this magnificent, timeless work is ballet as catharsis. Goodbye for now, and thank you for joining me for Behind the Ballet with Elizabeth Kaye.